Okay.
No.
Wait. Okay. Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Arrange Your Own video. I'm Hannah, and this week we have a fun purple and yellow combination. And we're also going to use some different things like plants, which is a great way for you to learn how to find things from your garden maybe, or from a house plant that you might have. So today we have purple trachelium, these beautiful yellow irises, which are a fun springtime flower, yellow solidago, lavender roses, aspidistra leaves, and then we're also going to use some of our Sansevieria plant. It's also known as snake plant. Sometimes it's in office buildings, things like that. It grows really easily. All you have to do is water literally once or maybe once every 2 weeks. So it's really easy to use, but it's a fun thing to put in arrangements. So I'm just going to cut off 3 stems. And if you have a large plant, you don't need to worry about hurting it too much. But we're sending you these, so don't worry. I'm just gonna cut off of a few. You still have a nice little plant. It's gonna be growing at H-Flume. You can see a lot of them are, the ones I have right now are green with a white hue. A lot of them are variegated, some are yellow and green, so it goes really well with our yellow irises and solidago. And for today I chose an interesting focal vase, which is good for like a buffet table or, I don't know, maybe on your kitchen counter. And then 2 smaller bud vases, because it's just fun to put flowers all over your house. So to start, we're going to start with our solidago. And I'm gonna leave this a little bit more whole. And I'm just gonna place this off to the side in our vase, if it'll stay. Maybe not. We'll tie them together. So we're gonna have 3. And when you arrange them, you want to make it look the fullest. So I'm placing the fullest part of this stem closest to where it's thinnest. So a little bit below the apex of the first stem. And then again over here to cover any gaps. And it makes you look like you have a lot more going on. So for this, we can just tie it off. Maybe still not stay. Poor vase choice. There. Now, I'm going to take our aspidistra leaves. And I'm going to loop one of them. And just place it behind. It's gonna help make a little bit of a shape that we can work with and add other flowers to. Then I'm going to fold another, staple it, and place it over to this side. Now, I want to use a couple of our irises. You can take off the bottom leaves. Be careful because sometimes the stems like to break at the node when you're pulling them off. But if you're careful, you won't run into that. I'm just gonna have the irises peeking out. Mine are really open. When you get them, they'll be closed, so don't worry. They're just gonna pop open and they kind of turn into a 3-pronged little lily almost. And I'm just gonna place these throughout. And I'm going to use the solidago as kind of a little wedge to keep everything else staying in. And then I'm going to save a couple more irises for later. Next, we'll take our Sansevieria plant. This is really versatile too. You can fold, leave it straight, anything you like. But we're just gonna leave ours straight. So for this, I'm gonna place this in the back, going the opposite direction as our irises and solidago. And then I'm gonna make almost a fan shape. Next, take a couple of our roses and use them peeking out in between the irises and our Sansevieria plant. And I'm even going to make these a little bit higher than the irises. That way we get a wave motion. Maybe. Ooh. This is more of like a landscape piece that you would look at in your home. There. And then we'll take some trachelium and break off the bottom laterals because you can use those for other things. We'll just bring the purple even more so into the arrangement. Like a little pop. It's kind of just a fun, interesting arrangement that you can play around with. Next, we're going to move on to our bud bases. And we'll take all the flowers we have left. And for this, I want to use some of the purple trachelium in both arrangements. So I'm going to take off the laterals and bunch them together, and they'll make something similar to one of the larger trachelium heads. And just tie them together. And then we'll take one of our roses and one of our irises and then tie the whole group together. And we'll just place this one in the taller vase. And then we'll do the exact same thing with our shorter arrangement. It's the same arrangement, just different sizes, and it really shows you how you can create a theme while still fitting the space that you're working with. And just stick them all together, just like we did the first one. Then cut it really short. And it'll just sit nicely, just like the other. I hope you guys enjoy your purple and yellow arrangements, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.